Well, the last race before lunch will commence, and it is the Pirelli V8 Masters for their second appearance of the day. And well, out on pole position, Sean Moore in the Ziegler Logistics car. And alongside him will be Fabio Tefani in the Club Refrigeration Machine. And that's, of course, a number of gold cars, gold class cars that are out there, 4 of them in all. And then we have the rest silver cars. I don't know if Jason Ibbotson will be taking part in this race. I'll just have to take a look if he's getting himself out there. But I'm being joined here by Jordan Hibben. Jordan.
Good afternoon, Byron. I am ready for this. I think this is going to be great. The first race this morning was, I know our camera work was a little bit under par, but we did do with what we could, and I'm excited for this. I mean, I think Gary Thompson had an issue this morning. Jason Ibbotson isn't here. I saw that when he was racing in the first heat, he actually mangled the whole rear bumper. So I don't know if he got in contact and bumped off the wall and then took it into the pits. We'd have to hear from him if we can.
There was quite a bit of contact this morning, actually. It was, to put it mildly, a bit of a demolition derby on that first lap of the race. So it'll be interesting to see now who will be all out there. I see Sean Moore is out there. I see in the Roy Campos card is going to be, of course, Fabio Tefani. And then we have that number 22 machine of Alistair Brown ahead of none other than Marcel Angel.
Yeah, this is looking good. I see Fabio Tefani's actually changed colours, unless his blue and orange car isn't here.
Yeah, well, he's borrowing the Roy Campos car. Initially thought it was Roy Campos, and it is Tefani, yes, but I know you are looking out for that blue and yellow machine that he has been traditionally a user of. But looking at how things are sitting in the silver class, Menno Parsons won that first race, and he had you could say, a bit of a controversial coming together there with the likes of, was it
Gary Thompson?
Gary Thompson, excuse me, there we go. His name escaped me briefly, but Stuart Spooner, he was up in the top 2, and then also we didn't have Mark Voget the last time. He was one of the casualties at the beginning of the first race. Dennis Guy Dick as well. Jason Ibbotson is out there. They are all out there, looks like it.
Yeah, I believe you're right.
What's his name? You just mentioned his name.
No, I don't actually see that red and black car. That yellow and black car of Jason Ibbotson. I see Marcel Angel's one up there in 4th position. So I'm not sure why it's on our screen, but we're just going to have to take it as it goes. But I know these cars, I walked over there to the new pits where the V8 Masters store their cars, and a couple of the guys had gearbox issues in practice and late qualifying last night. So hopefully, I couldn't name exactly who it was, but hopefully that's all sorted and we can have close racing. Let's cross our fingers for no demolition derby this time, but I'm sure that they will put on a show for us.
Yeah, it's Gary Thompson that I don't see out there at the present moment. The number 17 car, of course, who went off at turn 5. The exit of turn 5 there towards the wall, towards the tyre barrier. But on their warm-up lap now, Sean Moore will be behind the safety car, driven by Dr. Phil Herold. I'll call him Dr. Phil. He's not really a medical doctor or any doctor of art or anything like that. He's just, he's our doctor, so we'll keep it like that. But a man, of course, with many decades of experience in clerking, driving safety cars, and you name it. They will make their way now down that back straight out of Saddle Sweep. And there are 10 of them in all out there.
You can definitely see how action-packed and ready everyone is for this race. V8 Masters is a very pristine class, if I may say. Only 10 to 15 cars in the category, but they always lay down incredible times and incredible racing, especially because it's older gentlemen. I don't know of any young'uns that are in this class. But I'm sure if you do throw one of the youngsters in there, I'm sure they would make something out of it. So hopefully we can see a couple more youngsters in this class.
Well, now, Jordan, you'll see that safety car will peel off to the right, and now it will be Sean Moore will regulate the pace. We'll watch the lights there, Jordan. Take them off the line.
They are coming now under the Castro and City of Cape Town bridge up towards the start-finish line. Sean Moore is going to get ready to set the pace as he steps on the gas, and the red lights are out as they make their way into turn 1. They still 2 by 2 all the way down, and Sean Moore has the whole shot into turn 1, holding that 29 of Fabio Tafani behind him. Little bit squirrely at the backside there, but everyone makes it through turn 1 clean and into turn 2.
Well, it looks like Alistair Brown holds third position at the moment ahead of Marcel Angel. The 69 of Menno Parsons up there as well. You can see a little bit of scuffling through turn 2, a little bit further back. And that 77 Jason Ibbotson yellow machine pierces through and into turn 3 now. They'll run onto the Tygerberg straight, and that's in between turns 3 and 4. Bit of dust being kicked up there as well, but the leaders will come through. It's Sean Moore, Fabio Tafani.
Oh, Byron, there's 2 cars out, the 21 of Mark Forget, and I don't know what that blue and white car is. I'm going to have to figure that out. But that was a harsh spin into turn 5. Turn 4, sorry, but they're going to have to throw yellow flags out there. I don't know if those cars can get bump started. Mark Forget does get up and away once again. But we jump back to the front of field coming across the line now.
Yeah, they'll complete the very first lap. It's 55 is Stuart Spooner that in the silver class that as they cross the line now, Sean Moore from Fabio Tafani. Marcel Angel's up a position past Alistair Brown, and Menno Parsons leading the silver class at the moment. Guinness Guy Dick coming up into second position. Jason Ibbotson in the top 6 now, but unfortunately Mark Forget, having a day to forget.
No, absolutely there, Byron. I see he has made it out of the trap, but unfortunately that the 55 of Stuart Spooner, the back wheel seemed to be stuck in the gravel, and I believe now the leaders are coming around there, so they're going to have to throw maybe even double yellows into Sarl's sweep, because that might just be in the way. I think it is off track. Yes, it is quite a distance off track, so they're just going to get the driver out of the car. He looks to be walking around, so that's all good. And now we head back, coming down into turn 5 fast on, with Sean Moore leading out by 1.2 seconds. As I believe Marcel Angel wants to try and take a dive on Fabio Tafani, but he cannot manage.
I was just about to say, Jordan, the man to watch at the moment is Marcel Angel. 0.7 of a second between himself and Tafani the last time around. They'll cross the line now. The gap will be visibly closer at a half a second at a fastest lap of a 1:16.277 for Marcel Angel, which at the moment is 0.2 of a second faster than what Fabio Tafani has managed.
Well, I see now as they exit turn 1 and coming into Castrol Corner, Marcel Angel wants to go around the outside of Fabio Tafani, and he's going to be on his tail the whole way through, trying to put as much pressure on the back of Fabio Tafani as he can. Hopefully, he's hoping that Fabio Tafani makes some sort of mistake so he can categorize on it and he can get past. But now Sean Moore also looking quite comfortable up ahead. As we move down to 4th, there's Alistair Brown. He's a considerable margin back and waiting for those 2 in 2nd and 3rd to make some sort of mistake so he can get onto the podium.
Yeah, he rounds off the gold class for the foreseeable future. Jason Ibbotson is still in the race, though. He is currently in 6th, so he rounds off that group. There's Alistair Brown ahead of Menno Parsons there by 1.5 seconds. Down the back straight we go. There's a move being made by Marcel Angel on the inside. He will then run. He's up into 2nd position now, and nice little move over there into the Pertamina fast run section. Coming right back at him now in the slipstream will be Tafani. Will he try and make a move back? Can he make a move back?
I believe that the previous year champion, or several year champion, Fabio Tafani is going to be a bit upset after that, and he's going to want to try and claw back that place that he lost to Marcel Angel, but he does seem to be slowing down quite a bit. I don't know if that was a bad exit out of turn 1.
Look at the gain that he's had on Sean Moore. Sorry to jump in there, Jordan. He's actually taken quite a bite out of that lead that Sean Moore has, even whilst he was passing Fabio Tafani.
I mean, it is only, a 1.2 second gap from Marcel Angel to Sean Moore. So I'm hoping that he can find a little bit more pace all hope that Sean Moore makes some sort of mistake so that he can get right up on the back of him with only 5 laps to go.
A little bit of dust being kicked up there by Jason Ibbotson as well in that yellow number 77 machine in 6th position. Finds himself 5.4 seconds ahead of Dennis Guy Dick, who's second in the silver class. Meanwhile, leaders coming through turn 5 now. It is still Sean Moore, 1.2 seconds the last time out. I'm sure that will visibly be closer when they cross the line underneath the city of Cape Town and Castro Bridge. 1.2 to 7/10 of a second, and of course gaining by 8/10 over Fabio Tafani for Marcel Angel.
Marcel Angel is definitely on the prowl at the moment. I can see that he's wanting to try and make, I'm assuming he's going to try and make a move now into turn 2. He's going to dive as hard as he can on the brakes, but he cannot make it stick. I mean, he's going to try and use all that momentum as best he can to try and get up onto the back of him into intercept a corner. Now coming into turn 3. Still half a second behind. Now that gap to Fabio Tafani is opening quite a considerable margin. So I think he might be out of it as we look into Sorrel Sweep. Marcel Angel's going to dive on the inside of Sean Moore, and I think he's going to get it as they exit now onto the back straight. And he does. And he will lead this race now coming into turn 5.
Oh, lovely clean move there from Marcel Angel down the straight as he goes, and slowly but surely Sean Moore will start losing sight of the man ahead of him. He hasn't given up quite yet into turn 5, but he runs quite wide there. Much tighter line for Marcel Angel. Now Marcel Angel can get his head down and really start building that gap over Sean Moore. Meanwhile, going back, of course, Fabio Tafani still in 3rd position. Alistair Brown, Menno Parsons coming along, and Jason Ibbotson unable to eat into the gap ahead of him there.
Sorry, Byron, I see now into turn 5 there's a lot of dust. That is the number 9 car of, is that Dean?
That'll be Brandon Dean, is number 7. Guy Dick, it's Dennis Guy Dick.
Oh,
I'm sure of it.
yes, he's stuck in the gravel at the moment. Not sure what happened there, but that's not looking good for him today.
Unfortunately, a lot of the silver class runners all dropping out of the race. That was the man, of course, that was running second in class, Brandon Dean. Slowing down, Menno Parsons, the leader of silver class. I spoke about silver class runners falling out of the race, and that is one of the last ones to do so, unfortunately. Commentators curse there 100%.
Now, this is rather upsetting to see. We started with 10 cars, and it looks like we're down to maybe 8 or 7 even, which isn't so good. But now coming back to the front of the field, Marcel Angel still leading that as they have still yellow flags into turn 5 for that number 9 car. Now coming onto the main straight and under the Castro and City of Cape Town Bridge, Marcel Angel comes to complete another lap with 2 to go, followed there by Sean Moore, and a considerable margin back now. Fabio Tafani's dropped off by 5-10 seconds, and I think he's just going to try and comfortably set himself to get to the end of this race and just heal for the podium.
Just this lap and the next one left to go there, Jordan. So Angel leads by 1.5 seconds over Alistair Brown. Looking a little bit further back, this is Jason Ibbotson, who has gained from the unfortunate race exits for a number of cars out there. That means he's in 4th position at the moment. I see Fabio Tafani dropping down the order now as well. More yellow flags waving everywhere around here. I saw some on the screen now, and I think as well Fabio Tafani has run into some sort of trouble somewhere. Is he going slowly? We'll see now as he goes out of the kink. No, it looks like he's going all right, but he's just lost out to Jason Ibbotson. Probably had a moment somewhere.
Yeah, I believe so there, Byron. The field is dying a little bit. Everyone's dropping like flies at the moment, this being the last race of the day before lunchtime. So they are trying to make as many moves as they can to try and get points for the start of the season in the championship. But now coming towards the line, we have Marcel Angel. This is the penultimate lap, so they'll be coming there or making their way across the line now to start their last lap. And Sean Moore does seem to have some considerable pace now as well, and I think he's going to try and catch up to the back of Marcel Angel on this final lap.
Oh, he's taken 4/10 out of Marcel Angel almost on the last lap, about 3/4, so 1.1 seconds now between the two of them, but I think it might be a little too late here. Let's see them as they go through turn 2 now, and Well, they all get out of that section as Moore follows the Marcel Angel, Autohouse Angel car through turn 3 now for the last time in their racing today. Both races going to be done before lunch. And look at how much he closes up onto that Tigerberg straight, Jordan.
Oh, it's incredibly close now on this final lap with 2 corners to go as they exit Sol Sweep and onto the back main straight. Sean Moore is slowly catching. He's going to try and get into the slipstream, but I don't think it's going to be enough. It's going to be a very, very late lunge if he has the guts for it. But I think he's just going to try and hold the line and see if he can make a decent exit to use as much straight line speed and as much slipstream as he can to get to the line here.
Stays here. It's the win for the day, basically, Jordan. I speak unofficially, of course. But what happens is Marcel Angel comes to the line. You'll see the checkered flag on your screen. He takes the win by a half a second over Sean Moore. Alistair Brown, of course, kept out of trouble today. One of the few to keep out of trouble. And he will come home in 3rd position. And look, a late charge there from old Jason Iverson, just in case we forgot about him.
Yeah, I apologize to Jason for thinking he wasn't here, but now coming across the line is that's the 29 of Fabio Tafani. Also a bit of a lonely race after battling at the front in the first lap or two. He seemed to slowly slow down by the end of this race. I'm wondering if there's some sort of issue with his car. And now finally coming to the line, that is Brandon Dean finishing off our last V8 Masters race of the day. Byron, that was filled with chaos, same as the first race. And it was rather exciting for that front 3.
It was quite a start for the V8 Masters season a year at this very first Power Series event of the year. But they can get to the lunch table now and think things over for the rest of the day until we see them next time again. But it is now officially lunch, and we'll have a good lunch. Here's, of course, the replay before we go to lunch, of course. There was some replays happening. And I think, was that Jason Iverson coming past there? I don't know what they were showing. And there is no replay over there, so you just still see that number 55 stuck in the grass of Stuart Spooner. But yes, lunchtime it is. We'll be back for the second half of our program.